All right, it's going to be a bit of a shorter one here. We got Fanta Crimson Sour Cherry. Couple things to unpack there. First of all, some fans of the channel, some good friends of mine, sent me a picture of this, and I was like, you know what, I gotta go out and find this. So went to the grocery store, literally had to dig to the back of the aisle. Like they had one box of this fucking stuff. It was beat up, it was hidden. It was hidden, but I fucking found it. Yeah, first of all, let's just get right into it. Crimson, I mean, wild. Just crazy adjective, crazy color to be throwing out here. And then sour cherry, pretty interesting. Don't really see that a lot. I'm trying to think of other, I mean, just cherry sodas in general. I'm sure like Mountain Dew Code Red or something like the Cherry 7 Up, stuff like that. You'll get a cherry variant of a lot of sodas. And I guess this is technically a cherry variant of Fanta, but I don't know. I mean, I is there a base Fanta? Like maybe the orange one is like the original, like that's the one you think of. But I mean, this isn't cherry on top of the orange. This is just a cherry soda. It's not like with 7 Up where it's like, yeah, the lemon lime's still the base, but then we'll put cherry on it. Like this is just a proper cherry soda. Sour is also kind of piquing my interest here. I'm wondering if this is, I mean, how sour can it be? It's a soda, typically not very sour, when you're drinking a soda, unless it's like a lemon soda. So we'll see. Not a ton to talk about here with the can because, I mean, looks like this is a Diablo 4 joint. So, they just got the character on there. That's just what they're doing here. This is kind of a gamer fuel product. So, they were a little bit constrained when it came to making this can, so I can't really criticize it too deeply. I will, point out the fact that the can is black. Pretty interesting for a, product called Crimson Sour Cherry Fanta, I would have expected the can to be red, but the black is unexpected, especially if you just look at this side of the can. It just says Fanta and it's a black can. I mean, that's just something that I never thought I'd see, I never, especially Fanta. I mean, it's a fruit soda. Like it's fruity, colorful, fun. But no, you got all black here, the Fanta logo. Pretty cool. I like the contrast, not what's expected. But let's get into this one. I got a cup here. We're going to pour this out because some of the photos I've seen online of this thing, the color looks fucking crazy. It looks a lot darker than you'd think it would look. So we're going to pour it out here and take a look. And yeah, I mean, it's like blood red. Look at that. I don't, is that crimson? Like I thought crimson would be a little bit lighter, but I mean that might be hitting crimson right there. That look inside. That is dark. I mean that's just like blood. That's straight blood red right there. Not what you'd expect. But yeah, let's get into this one. Oh wow. Okay, so maraschino right up front on the nose. Just blast in the face of the maraschino. Fucking top of an ice cream sundae. Unmistakable. That's cherry dum dum, maraschino, artificial cherry. That's what we like to see here. Okay. So, I mean, not sour. I mean, it's not Warhead, you know, making that face sour. Like, but yeah, it's a little bit tart, catches your tongue a little bit. Um, Nothing overwhelming though, which is nice. Flavor is very shallow, very basic, standard, just cherry. Let me get another sip of this. That's like juice almost. It's like a cherry Minute Maid, or I don't know if they have a cherry Capri Sun, but yeah, that's just like a juice box almost. Yeah, I mean, I like it. It's carbonated, so it's not, exactly like a juice box. It's obviously a fucking soda, but, it's got that same exact flavor profile. So, yeah, one more sip of this. Yeah, I mean, that's exactly the same as like a cherry juice that you drink as a kid, you know? Like, obviously, I don't know if Minute Maid or Capri Sun, those brands in particular, but I mean, that's what my brain's firing off right now. And so that's kind of, you know, if those exist, that's what this tastes like, because it's exactly like a juice. Like, that's kind of, and it does say on the, contains no juice, you know? So I'm not being fooled here. I don't think this is juice necessarily, but they got the flavor down on that, which is pretty nice. Yeah, this is cool. I'm kind of, you know, I still got some of that blue raspberry crush. So I'm kind of glad to add this to the vault right now because, you know, the blue raspberry crush, like, that's like a slushy flavor. And I got my slushy machine over there. So that's kind of just good slushy fodder. Something where, you know, I just want a sweet treat. I'll pour that in there. Nice blue raspberry slushy. I mean, cherry's kind of the same thing too, where it's just like, that's just a generic, just slushy flavor, you know, just generic sweet standard flavor, you know. So this will probably make a good summer slushy. You know, if that's what you're looking for too, you know, you try it out with me. But yeah, cool one here. Nothing super crazy, nothing out of the ordinary, but you know, very pleasant, very nostalgic. Yeah, good one here.